Good morning, Sunday. A little bit croaky from Fred again last night. Good little sing-song, bit of a dance. Feeling a bit aches and pains this morning, showing my age. But 6 orders in overnight, midway through picking. Easy ones already done. Just some slopes, black slopes. Couple of minifigure parts in this one. Mainly X-Wing fighter pilot legs and a wrecker body armor, and that one just some I'm not sure what you call those. What are those? Hinge bricks in dark red, and a canopy which is usually on some kind of Jedi fighter, and then a couple of bigger orders. One of them's like 600 odd parts. This one mainly white. Post went out yesterday. New postage prices applied. Had some parts coming yesterday as well. Delivery on a Saturday again, a bit weird. And then later today, after I've done the orders, part out this little pile, mainly for the figures. Obviously, we sold out of both the clone troopers and the super battle droids previously. Got lots of clone shock troopers in stock and loads of battle droids, and I think probably the market flooded with them as it stands. So got those, ridiculously 12 of them to part out, which will give us an awful lot on it. Will that give us 36 clone troopers and battle droids? But that's pretty good. I know I kind of talked about holding on to them for a bit, but sod it, get it in the store, get stuff rolling. Got some good stuff in yesterday. Where is it? 738. Is it in there? No. Well, where did I put them? They were in here somewhere. Gotta find them now. No, can't remember where they are. Chrome lightsaber hilts, wherever they are. I thought they were in here somewhere. There they are. Whoa. Yeah. Only 2 sellers got those in Australia, so happy with that. Got some nice white leaves. Got some dark blue grey ones of those as well. Not many because they don't sell a lot, but they're good for kind of modular buildings and stuff like that. Got a whole bunch of those in. Got some nice plants as well. Got them in. Those ones harder to come by. These ones with the stud in the middle, so that's good. Got a whole bunch of those from the pick-a-brick the other day, as you remember. And then I've got plenty of those types, and I've got these in green and in bright green in another drawer, so that's good. Plenty of that kind of stuff in store, which is good. Lots of other stuff. Got loads of these as well now, which is good. Again, high value item. Don't sell an awful lot, but I think I've got them in white as well. Yeah, there we are. And black somewhere, wherever it is. There it is. Not so many. Plenty of stuff coming, which is good. But again, filling up another one of these cabinets. Although one of the drawer units is sitting at the airport, 1 out of the 4, so presumably it'll be the smaller one, which is good progress anyway. So maybe they'll arrive earlier in the week, which will allow us to get things settled and established kind of maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. Hopefully that would be great. Anyway, I'm going to keep picking. Another order just come in, smaller order for just 19 parts. It's got an Admiral Akbar figure in it. Got a whole bunch of these in stock now, which is good. But yeah, definitely Star Wars order, that one, which is cool. So another one to add to that little list, but not a domestic letter, which is good. Well, doesn't really make any difference, but updated those prices at least ahead of that price change. I had misunderstood it, and my mate at the post office, Parit, explained it to me that it wasn't 50 cents per category. What was a 120 postage stamp is now a 150 postage stamp. So it's quite a bump up, especially when you get to those heavier weights, like what might have been like a $6. If you're using 5 stamps before at 120, that was $6. That's now a $9 domestic letter, whereas 1060 is parcel. So kind of it feels like they're just trying to get you to kind of push into parcel, to be honest. But anyway, that's their business, not mine. Well, it is kind of my business, but you know what I mean. I can't dictate that. Kind of just keep the postage where I need it to be, really. So, yeah, right. Is that right? 150s, is it? No, it's not that, is it? 750, is it? 5, 6, yeah, 750. Anyway, right. I'm going to get on with picking orders and then get stuck into this. I did add some parts yesterday to the store, so let's have a look where that's taken us in terms of lot count. It has bumped us up quite nicely, close to 460, which perhaps we will go over today once I've parted those sets out, which is great. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I will probably not record anything else today, but or I'm not sure about tomorrow because I might have a day off tomorrow, so I might see you Tuesday. Good morning, April the 1st, and it's no joke, but yeah, April the 1st, although that could be a joke. How to pronounce nugget or nougat, depending, I think, as I have replied to that, depends where in the world you're from, I think. I grew up where it was nugget. You bought it in a bar, it took your teeth out, but it was called nugget. But I know, just like people call things oregano and basil, there are different ways to pronounce all sorts of things. So we'll agree to disagree on that one. But yep, it is Monday morning. It's still a holiday, obviously, we're in Easter Monday. The vlog went up. It is currently sitting at 297, so not doing stellar like other ones have, but it is a holiday weekend, so maybe people are a little bit slower off the mark. But it can't all be intergalactic, can it? And we're sitting at 935, so creeping towards, what's that, another 65 to go before we do the big giveaway. If you haven't already, find the blue covered video and get stuck into that. There's been a bunch of orders and I can't remember which ones I've already been through and which ones I haven't, so apologies if this repeats anything. Nice neat and tidy order of 10s and 20s of everything's going on in that one there. Some 2x10 bricks and a couple of Technic with holes going into that one. Nice little selection of pearl grey and pearl gold and metallic gold parts in there, along with some dark tan, some white, and the usual bits. A CMF figure in that one, along with dark red, white, light blue, dark blue. Probably seen that one already. And absolutely, yeah, we've talked about that one already, haven't we? The one that I think is a beach, which has got all the animals. I think we might have done those ones already. Don't know whether we've done that one or not. We might have done those tan curve things, another part from that store purchase. One in this morning, which is 100 2x3 bricks, but that's going domestic post, so that's going to be a bit of a Jenga game, that one. I was getting confused because the postage label is actually Captain Rex helmet, and I'm thinking, hey, this one, a little cockpit dome and some hinge bricks. I think we might have seen that one already with the X-Wing pilot legs. We may have done this slope one already as well. There's one back here which is for pickup tomorrow, one of those poly bags, which is cool, and some plates. Somebody's dog chewed up a set and they got in touch, so that's a nice story. Always good to help the local kind of builders. Good little interesting set. I got some parts in that were discoloured and I listed them as such, but some of them have sold, so that's good. The buyer actually asked for these all to be bagged in by type, which isn't a problem at all when you're kind of not dealing with too many lot types. So that's all bagged up by type. Again, more parts from the store purchase. A big order of there's quite a few windscreens under there. There's a let's just move that out of the way. A couple of those kind of domed windscreens with a handle at the back, and a TIE Fighter cockpit piece, some dark pearl grey pieces in there, all smattering of blue, not sure what set that's from, a big bundle of black, and then a whole bunch of light blue grey in that one. Another one of these domestic letter Jenga things, so I've clipped the bricks together here because it was just too difficult to try and get them to all stay laying down. A lot of Technic bricks with holes for that one, and another one that's going to be domestic leather, so I'll have to spread it out a bit more. A couple of rubber bands going out in this one and in that one. Rubber bands again featuring. They are hard to get hold of though. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 orders. The ones I've already done, there's been a lot. So by my calculations, working back the way, Thursday we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orders. Friday we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orders. Saturday we had 6, and Sunday we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orders. It's still technically Sunday, working through Bricklink's time zone, but March has surpassed February in terms of parts, sales, orders, the whole lot. So a continuing improvement on sales, which is amazing. So I'm going to get the postage of all of this done because I didn't manage to do the part out because I don't have any desk space with all these orders sitting waiting to be packed up. So I'll pack them up. I've got some work that I need to get into this morning, and then this afternoon I'm going to start that part out. I think I've already done the BSX file for it, and it works out at 2,424 parts at a cost of $1,207, which does give me nearly a 4 times part out, so that's good. So that's my plan for today. So I managed to forget to record the audio whilst I was doing this for some reason. Anyway, these are the orders. Bit of a mixed bag as ever. Good kind of Star Warsy parts. A lot of dishes, clearing me out of those. An awful lot of dark red, popular this week. This one, big batch of minifigures, including tech, and a whole load of clone troopers. Getting a tile, big value order. Another decent order, although not a tile. Some colourful bits, and then just the usual dark blue and black. Similarly, down with this one. I think this one's going overseas. Maybe a slave one. I think just it's got that kind of feel from the parts in it. But I think that one gets a tile as well. Shaktai minifigure. Going out there, great condition, great thing. Someone obviously building some dark blue-grey droids because they've got the domes and the bodies of those, clearing me out on both of those. That is Captain Rex's helmet, all packed up, ready to go. I finally found a box to fit it. And then over here, we've got just one kind of old-school dark grey minifigure Space Blaster. On this one we've got some of the plant bases that came in just the other day, and then this one's a massive order of minifigure parts. Getting a tile, one pug, a whole load of torsos, real mix of city kind of things in there, and then pretty much clearing me out of most of the leg assemblies in all of the different colourways. Massive order, someone obviously building a load of figures. And then this one is just some white parts and white over there, 2 the same order. Actually, there's been 3 of these orders, all the same over the Easter period, so I'm figuring it's some kind of bunny or something like that. Very similar parts. In fact, I got confused about the orders. And this one clearing me out of one by Transclear Bricks. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6 there. One to pick, which is a big one. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 orders. One of those is combined, so it's 13, I think. And then there's Rex sitting on the floor, and then there's this big order, which is 1,483. So you can imagine it's going to take a bit of time to pick an order of that scale. It goes on a few pages, that's for sure. So a fair bit to pick on that one. And that's where we're at. Drawers, kind of
needed. Put this pile to part out, and it's a bit of chaos, isn't it, as usual, but we're all under control. It is Wednesday morning, and yesterday was a crazy day. What with kind of the long holiday weekend kind of impacting the start of the week, the level of orders that are coming in, and other things that I've got to get done, like some work and work type things. So the rest of this week is also going to be insane, including today. So there may not be an awful lot from me today, but I'm going to try and do my best in amongst everything else that I need to get done. I've got a meeting at 10 a.m. this morning. It's 8:22. I've picked nothing so far. There are 6 orders in and waiting to pick. I just thought I'd start with where we're at on the YouTube channel. Obviously 9:39 leaves us 61 to go. If you haven't been over to this video with the blue tile, then you need to go over there to figure out how to be in to win the turbo tank, the clone turbo tank. Over on the store, we are taking a bit of a pounding on the part count. We are down to 454 and about to dip under that, no doubt through today, but we do have a couple of part orders to come in, which is good, although I'm not sure they'll really survive long in terms of keeping us up or getting us towards that 460, and let alone the 500,000. It is the wife's birthday today. She's at work until later, so I've got a little bit of time to get the jelly and ice cream sorted. That's her branded t-shirt so that she can work in the store. This was the order that I picked yesterday afternoon. It was 1,483 parts in 288 lots. It's a big old beast, obviously. Kind of ticks the box for that. A lot of black and a lot of white. A big batch of orange and red, and a little smattering of sand green, sand blue, tiny piece of dark orange, which seems quite weird because it's quite a new colour in my basic understanding. Anyway, very small amount of light blue grey and a little bit of dark blue grey and some tan. So an unusual mixture of parts, so I'm not quite sure what set that's from. There's all of the orders for today. There's a few that's a kind of more friends, bows and stuff like that. There's a normal parts order. There's one that's got a load of those panels with a centre divide, things like that. So I'll work through them kind of this morning before and after my meeting, hopefully. There they are. Well, one of the 3. One of them's still at the airport waiting to head out. So that's what the stack of 9 looks like. It won't be flush to the wall because the desk comes out probably another like 20 centimeters or something like that, so, or a little bit more than that. So I'm probably going to need the legs on the back of the desktop. I don't know whether or not they're going to be that long, so I'm going to have to figure this one out a little bit to counterweight the weight of those. I don't really want to attach them to the wall, just because the amount of mess drilling into these walls is they're very brick, but it might be the case. What I did realise was that I was kind of storing 4 tubs on top of these drawers when they're sitting on the floor, and I ain't that tall to do it over there. Obviously we've got that drawer that we can put up there, but I can't really get to sorting any of this out until probably tomorrow, Thursday, really, because of the things that I need to get finished today. So kind of focusing on getting what I can get done today. I think the plan will be just to use, until I get the actual dividers, which is a bit of a disappointment, is just to use sandwich bags in here for now, which I know kind of is going to slow me down a degree or two, but I'm not going to decant an awful lot in there, just things like plates, so like kind of break out T17, which has got an awful lot of mixed drawers of plates in it. So, you know, like yellow and orange and red are in one and kind of things like that. So I'm going to break those out into individual bags so that I can see a bit clearer the situation that we've got in terms of how many of these things, because obviously we've got 15 compartments per drawer. There is 3 9s there, and we're putting another row of 4 in there, so you can do the maths. I think we worked out it was like 70 odd, no, more than that, can't remember what it was now. Anyway, there's going to be a lot. Anyway, so that's what's going on in here. Through here descended into chaos again. So there was a whole bunch of orders from Lego, which that's one of those insider things. There's a couple of those, whatever they are. They sent a base plate. Now, I don't think I ordered a base plate, but they've sent one, so I don't know where that's come from. There's a different poly bag there, which is like little Easter egg chicken things, so that's to do. I'll move them through here because kind of I needed some space. In that box there are some 501st battle packs, which I'm going to part out, he says, knowing that there's that to part out and there's the Viking villages to part out. That is an order of parts to go into the store, which we will go through at some stage. There's the used that needs to be sorted, and here's another order of parts to go into the store, including 2x10 white plates, which just keep flying out the door. I think I've probably got enough of these by now, but yeah, there's it's just stocking back up on bits and pieces that we need to get back into the store, and that's before we even get to this used stuff, which has now been sitting here for such a long time. But now we've got the drawers that we can expand the used capacity a little bit. I haven't actually been through the BSX file for this order yet to see what it is. We've obviously got an awful lot of light blue grey circular plates and some storage cupboards, some tiles and plates in there, some slopes, some bricks, some connectors. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going through these things, these brackets at a rate of knots at the moment. Some white circle bricks, yes. So there's a heap of good stuff in there for the store in terms of parts that do well. So that's good. And obviously we've got some things to either list or go. In this box here is a set that I bought off eBay. It's one of the solo sets. I can't remember what it's called. It's the white kind of transport thing that lifts the train thing. Anyway, the minifigures alone were more than the price of the set, so that was a good purchase. So we've got a lot of battle packs down there, which is going to give us a lot of minifigures. And that one obviously giving us a whole heap of Star Wars minifigures. That one was purchased pretty much for the minifigures. So there's this backlog already building up, which is just insane, isn't it? Because this was like a tidy room the other day. Although the packaging side of things is nice and organised now. We've got our large domestic envelopes, we've got our small domestic envelopes, we've got what I call the mini box, which is 18 by 13 by 6 box. We've got the medium boxes on the far side there, which are 22.5 by 16.5 by 8, and then we've got these ones that are vertical, which are the larger boxes. The ones at the front are the flatter ones, which are only 8.5 deep, and those few behind are the bigger ones, which are like 10.5 deep. And it is quite remarkable how much more you can get in one of those. But I don't get many orders of that volume, which is why most of those are in the storage unit. And then hiding under there is the other store, which also needs to get sorted and put into the store. So yeah, it's one of those days where you feel a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of stuff you've got to get through. But I need to get through this morning's meeting. I've got some work that I need to supply to a client. I've got an argument potentially to have with a client over an invoice which they're not that keen to pay, it seems. And all of this to sort out, not to mention some orders to pick. So everyone getting the sense that it's a lot to do? Yep. It's definitely not a side hustle, as I was asked yesterday by a buyer coming to collect. Totally innocently, he's just fascinated to know whether this was a side hustle or not. And it's actually probably the first time anyone's actually asked me that direct question. And I was like, no, this is what I do. And I know I do other things, but it kind of dawned on me after the fact that this is what I do, right? And that's why it feels like a full-time job, because it bloody is. So, speaking of which, it is now probably about 8:30, so I better get a coffee and get stuck in before my meeting for my other stuff this morning. So I'll catch you up through the day. Good morning. It is Thursday. Didn't really get an awful lot done yesterday, and as a result found myself kind of 2 days behind almost on some things and surrounded by chaos. The work turned into a full day yesterday, which has meant that it's been an early start picking orders, of which there are 12 to run through. There was a question on the channel about the giveaway, which is this one, in case you haven't watched it. Regardless of where you are in the world, I'll ship the set. Someone asked if there was a PayPal value equivalent. The answer to that is no, because it kind of spoils the point of actually having a giveaway, doesn't it? I'll have a giveaway, but I'll give you the money. I want rid of the set. If it's an overseas buyer, we'll have to figure out about the box, because it's huge, and protect it and stuff like that. So yeah, but no, it doesn't feel like a giveaway if you just give someone the monetary value of the set, and how are you going to define that and all of that, given that it's not got the minifigs and stuff like that. Anyway, so orders. This first one is 2 orders combined. That was harder than I thought it would be to organise on Brickowl, but they obviously have a setting where they combine shipping, because the buyer was able to set like a $1 shipping fee. So yeah, so there's a piglet, a cape, and some other bits and pieces. I'm guessing somebody's going Snow White or something like that on that set. That's my feeling. Bows, butterflies, a sweeping brush. It's got a feeling of Snow White. Dark blue, grey, as ever. These rubber bands starting to run out. They're an odd thing, but they do go quite a lot. You know, as soon as you get them, they go. Excuse me. So there's one there, and then this one is a whole load of reddish brown, orange plates, and then a whole load of dark blue grey. That's one of those domestic letter Jenga things that I need to do. Someone doing minifigure stands, 125 of them going out. This one's off to New Zealand. Do have some good regular buyers in New Zealand. Clearing me out of those modified plates, which at one point it said I had 19, because I was picking the orders out of sequence, and I'm thinking I haven't got 19, I can't find 19, but it's because I was picking them out of sequence. So yeah, one to be aware of. This order, a whole bunch of bright light orange, light blue grey, and then a bit of a mixed bag, a fair bit of pearl gold, a bit of metallic gold, and some various colours in that one. And then a couple of whacking great ones. This one, it's like 700 and something tiles and some other things in there, and some light blue grey, some white, and some kind of whatever you call those tiles, modified tiles. Another big one, bit of trans, bit of black, bit of red, but predominantly Star Wars kind of colour stuff going on there. Definitely got that feel about it. And then over here we've got white Boba Fett, which is a surprisingly high value figure. I think he was in a book or something like that. The book is downstairs, I think. Anyway, he's off to the States, I think. A whole more white there. Very orderly, this one. A lot of white. A smattering of dark red, pearl, gold, and a little bit of black. And then the final one is for collection this evening. A sticker sheet from 75333. Some tan tiles and some black tiles, which means I'm up to date for the first time, what feels like since before Easter, which is madness, isn't it? I found 2 drawers with parts in when I was hunting for something that I couldn't find, that had a drawer even though they're elsewhere, so that needs reallocating or tipping into the other bit. I was filling up my 1x plates in the drawers because they seem to go so frequently. And then today is really about trying to make headway on where we're going in here in terms of getting these drawers in place. I need to put T2 back over there, getting the other drawers in here. The parcel delivery guy drives me nuts, right? I know I like a whinge. He never delivers. He never even gets out of the van. The app will tell you, that he's coming between X and Y. So I make sure the gate's open and stuff like that, so he's got access. And then kind of halfway through that time allocation, it'll go, been delayed, and then he'll go, no, couldn't deliver. Gate was locked. Well, I've got you this time, buddy, because I was stood in the kitchen exactly when you posted the gate's locked. So I'm looking at the gate. I can see it's open. So where are you? Yeah, I've had enough. Gonna have to do something about it. I've tried to be nice, tried to speak to the post office about it nicely. They said, oh yeah, you can't do this, can't do that. I was like, yeah, you're having a laugh. You just don't get out of your van, you never deliver. Anyway, rant over, breathe, everything's fine in the world. So yeah, we've got 2 orders of parts to get in. We've got those battle packs, we've got a load of things to part out, we've got those used sets. There's an awful lot of money not in the store right now. So that is what was on my mind this morning. Just the harsh reality of, when you've got other work or you've got picking orders and it takes you, how long has that taken me? two and a bit hours this morning to get those orders picked. And a little bit last night when I started the bigger ones. Feeding the machine, as they say, is the challenge. So got to get stuck into that today, kind of get those 2 orders in. I'll show you them as we go, so you can see what kind of parts that I'm replenishing, and then we will move on to trying to get some of these part outs in, I think, because you're spending the money, it's sitting on the floor in the spare room causing chaos, stressing me out. It's not stressing me out really, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like anyone that's running a Bricklink store has, to a degree, got a bit of OCD, I believe. But when you're limited on space, well, maybe not. Maybe if you've got loads of space as well, it does become pressing to get things done, and everything takes quite a while to sort. And then on top of that, you've got orders and inventory to keep coming in and going out. So yeah, there's a lot of it. But anyway, stop your whinging. Get on with it, post to organise, get that packed up, get that ready to go, and then we'll tackle the next thing and I'll show you what I'm up to. Okay, so it is now the afternoon. Another day rapidly slipping away from me, so it's probably going to be a long one, which is fine. It's what needs to be done. But I'm going to start doing the first of these 2 orders, quickest and easiest things to get into the store. So start with those. Makes sense to just kind of tick off the low-hanging fruit. So we've got white 2x10 plates. We've got a bunch of those modified plates, which is good because they were out. I've got some jumper plates. They always go well. Some modified plates, again, another thing that flies out all the time. I've got some of these short slopes. I've actually got heaps of those now, so a little bit overstocked on those, but there was a point in time where they were going really fast and furious, so Some 2x short slopes, again, always popular. Running low of circular plates, and I know there's some more in another order of those, so I'm never going to be short of them. Similarly, I'm never going to be short of 1x2 plates. I seem to have an awful lot of those at the moment as well. Some more modified plates there in black, again something that's gone really well. You will have seen plenty of orders with dark green tiles going out the door, just ticking along with dark red, always popular, along with some trans red tiles. And I think they might be, what are they medium blue, or is that medium azure? Medium blue, which again it seems to have a little bit of a run at the moment. At one point I sold all of my transparent mugs for some reason, so I got some more of those in. Some of them, no idea what they're called. Some of them, again, another item that I seem to sell plenty of. Tan plates, always a winner. Some white flags, some light blue grey flags, a whole bunch of Technic pins. Again, kind of Technic has been super strong in the last while. Some mechanical hand things, we're getting near the bottom, don't worry. 3 of them. Some 2x Technic bricks with a hole, some storage cupboards in light blue grey, some more Technic connectors, and finally some of those, I'm not sure what they're called, but some of those. So that's the first order. It is 1,761 items in 28 lots. So I'm just going to get the BSX file up, do my thing, and see how we go. So pretty quick and easy, that one, maybe 10 minutes tops to put away 1,700 parts. It's definitely the thing that brings me back to buying bulk parts from wherever, stores or other places. Unfortunately missing 62 of those plates with a modified bar handle. They are not here, so we're going to have to contact the seller because they're just not there, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened to them, but I'll reach out to them. For what it's worth, it is 1,759 in 28 lots. Kind of my rule of thumb for this is that I want to be making at least 50% on parts that I know I'm going to sell volume of, right? So the reason I'm kind of showing this today is because this isn't just some kind of random scattering of parts. These are things that repeatedly go out the door in more than ones. You know, kind of those 2x10 plates, they go as soon as you get them. Those turntable top plates, regularly sell those, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of, there is method in my madness, and whilst it's not always the three part out value, 3 times part out value that you get on parts, what you're making up for it is volume and quantity of it, and knowing that, especially with this kind of more Star Warsy stuff that this is, that you know you're going to have a bigger market for people looking to purchase it. So that's the first one of those put away. Bricklink's down for its daily maintenance, so I need to go back in and kind of reallocate 4 bits from that, and then we'll move on to the next one. So I know I kind of showed some of this the other day. It is a much bigger order of parts with a bit more variety of things in it. It is 4,657 parts, and it's not easy to do these Ziploc bags with one hand, but there we go, managed it. So bag 4, I regularly buy from this store. Sloped curves, slopes, lavender bricks, some more Technic parts, as you can see, I'm doing well on Technic parts. Some 2x3 tiles. Are they dark azure? Some blue plates, some corner plates, more of them, because that's exactly what I need. In that one, yeah, whilst Bricklink is down, I can start putting away the ones that I know where I need to be. So it's easier for me to kind of whip through things. What's in here? Some bricks with slots on the side, some trans brown cheese slopes, some brackets, some sloped curves. What have we got in here? Some more Technic parts, some more bricks. Got a lot of those red ones. Some red tiles, some white circular bricks, some blue, dark blue, some more brackets in there, some more slope curves, some more Technic bits, some Technic lift arms, some more plates, which is good. This one's quite a dense little one. Again, more Technics and kind of slopes and curves in there. Some bionic arms, some hoses. It's good. Some windows. Some of those. Some olive. Some more slopes. Some more storage containers. Probably going to have to sort out where they live. Some bricks. Some wedge plates. More Technic. Some bits and pieces in there, kind of interesting. Some more of them, circular plates, more Technic. Yeah, so as you can see, it's very much a mixed bag of things that kind of replenish in the store. So this one, like I say, it's 4,500+ parts, so it's a good old whack. So what with the other one, that'll give us about probably like 6,000 parts from these two. So I'll crack on. So the second order took me a little bit longer, as you'd expect, with 4,500 parts. It's taken me maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes maybe, to get it all in. All put away. The reallocation pile has grown slightly as a result. And again, like a broken record, I'm going to soon have a storage headache without the trays for the drawers. So I'm going to chase them up, see what the latest is on them once I've uploaded this. Just missing one part from this order, a door rail, that wide 2x8 door rail part. There was only one of them, so not too bad. So just need to delete that from my file, which gives us a grand total of 6,656 parts, 119 lots. Everything is done and accounted and put away. So when I'm doing reallocation, I just get everything up in the store in the file that I'm working on, and then I go back through my inventory, changing things, which today is a good day for it, because it's actually been really quiet today. There hasn't been any orders through the day since this morning, so maybe that's the bull run over, as they keep telling me about the crypto market. But yeah, a quieter Thursday, you know. Maybe Thursday's the new Tuesday, although I thought Thursday was the Friday. But anyway, going to get this uploaded. File, export, mass upload, and then we'll see where we've gotten ourselves on the store quantity, inventory, whatnot. That one, I'll send out notifications, because that's pretty much a good time, kind of the end of the evening for people on the East Coast. Takes us back up close to 460. So if I jump into those part outs after I've done this reallocation, that would take us over the 460 mark for the very, very first time, which is quite something. And there's those little sets and things that also need adding to the inventory. So yeah, there we go. That's that one put away. So a fairly decent whack. What was it? 1,600 onto 4,600 is, what's that? 5, 6, it's like 7.2, 7.3 by the time you add on the loose ends to it. 7,300 parts gone in today, which is pretty good. But the way things are going out of the store, that's pretty much keeping us on an even keel for a week. So work to do still. Good morning. It's Friday, and as ever, never got as much as I needed to do done yesterday. I actually had a bit of a back spasm, which must be a sign of me getting old. So I was I was all the way through, parting out the 12 battle packs, of which this is the scene for all of that. Kind of nothing too exciting in the parts. Obviously a whole bunch of clones there, a lot of shock troopers, which don't really need any more shock troopers. Battle droids, super battle droids, and battle droids over there. Other than that, the most exciting parts in this set, I don't know really. There's a fair few Technic bits. Those little cylinders are pretty cool. But other than that, I kind of, because I haven't got enough desk space, had to use all of this over there. They're a pretty decent part. They sell well, as do those little bad boys regularly. But other than that, it's a fairly straightforward set. There's nothing too amazing in it. There's a whole load of lightsaber hilts in it, which actually did want some more of those in the store. But otherwise, that's where it's at. As ever, still not come across any sets with a paper bag in them. Just a whole load of plastic, which looks a mess because I chucked it on the floor. But I was trying to finish this while my back was seizing up. And then I figured, obviously there's a whole bunch of instructions, right? Which I'm not going to put 12 sets of instructions in the store. But I really should scan those QR codes and get the VIP points, so I can use that for discounts and stuff like that. So order of business today really is clear this lot out of the way, and then get stuck into the orders, which are sitting here ready for me to start having a go at. There's a bit of a mixed bag, some larger, some smaller, some just a couple of parts, some one part but in lots of them. So it's a real mixed bag of orders this morning. And then I think it's either continue parting out ahead of the weekend, which might be the best thing to do, because I don't really want to be lifting a lot of stuff today. So I might continue parting out, but obviously need to get the other drawers up here. The small drawer set has also arrived yesterday, after I went and collected it, because the delivery guy refuses to get out of his van. So that means that row there can go up one drawer, which kind of brings us to the point where everything needs to get changed around in here a little bit. Yeah, so the inevitable has happened. I need to follow up on the drawer trays, because as I've said a couple of times now, whilst the drawers are great, without the trays in them you're going to be down to using plastic bags, which will do the job for now, especially on small plates and things like that. But need to get those trays sorted out, and because in terms of space we've got 2 rows of small drawers left, and literally only 4 of those larger drawers left, and obviously all of that reallocation still to do from yesterday. So yeah, always plenty to do. Kind of wanted to go and have a look at the pick a brick wall today as well, so we'll see how we get on. I'm not going to try and do too much today, as is my way on a Friday. You know, you got to relax a little bit, haven't you? I've just finished doing some work this morning, so it's 5 to 9 now. Boxed that off. Just got to supply some files and things like that once to get approval. So as ever, kind of juggling a couple of things through the day, but that's all right. So going to get this put away. What are we now? As I say, 5 to 9. So make myself a coffee, get stuck into this, and then we'll see what's next. So orders are picked, and there are 8 of them. This one is for Brickowl, but Brickowl is down. It says maintenance, but it'll be back at 6 AM British Standard Time, which is a few hours away, so I can't get the address details for that one. But clearing me out of the umbrella, the 6-bar L poles, bars, whatever it is. So into the other orders. Small one to kick us off, just a couple of wedge plates and some axle connectors there. This one's a bit of a Jedi fest. We've got Luke there, we've got Darth there, we've got Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and a whole bunch of lightsaber blades and metallic silver hilts. Clearing me out of the 2x3 slopes here. Had to clip them together because it's one of those domestic letter ones. The only way you can really get those things to work without driving you mental. Another modest order, some dark red and a couple of other bits. I'm going to guess that's for kind of like an Obi-Wan starfighter. This one I'm going with something Star Warsy, but you never know. Could be Castle or something like that. But again, it's only 99 parts, 22 lots. Bigger order, whole load of spheres and kind of those gun things, these things, whatever they're called. On the next page, I'm not going to look. And then over here, definitely Speed Champions type thing. There's an axle and the usual kind of small part plates and tiles that you see on your Speed Champions. And the final one is a bit of minifigures, Collectible Series 14 Witch, the Wacky Witch, which was an import, wasn't it? I bought a bunch of those. And a couple of mushroom things from the least recent ones, and a squirrel. So that's it. Pretty straightforward this morning. The back's holding up okay as well, which is good. So I'm going to get that done, and then I might actually move the drawers into place next, or go to the post office. I'm not sure. It's approaching midday, and the post office is always rammed at midday, so I might do that job first so it's done before I get back to doing my admin stuff for the end of the week. So post office, well, those drawers are in. It's not helped with the space though, I'll tell you, until we get that bench top on the top of it to give it a bit more depth. It's a fairly narrow existence, but let's get to normal zoom. Anyway, they're in, looking lovely. They'll be awesome when the tray inlays come. It's kind of above belly button height, not that you can see, but kind of it's at a good height, so no stooping and stuff like that. And once that comes up another level, that'll be at a really good picking height, because it'll essentially be there, which is kind of right between my belly button and my pelvis, if you know what I mean. Anyway, been a couple more orders in. Brickowl came back online after a couple of delays, so I was able to sort that one out, although it will have missed today's post. But one for New Zealand, going with a Speed Champions of some variety, I think. Either that or a Batmobile type thing, not sure. But definitely some kind of car thing. And then there's another one here, which is 95 parts over 72 lots. So everything is ones and twos and threes. So an awful lot of picking to be done in that one. Caught up with my admin, which is good, and I've paid a couple of my site fees. Whew, stings at the end of the month, that does. But the price of doing business. So we finished the week at just over 460,000 parts, 12,555 lots available on the site. Whole bunch of minifigures obviously gone up with the upload of those battle packs. There's those kind of gift with purchases and the mystery white base plate that came as well for some reason. Not sure how that came, but it did. So that's where we're at on that front. Over on YouTube, I should always go to my channel first, shouldn't I? Otherwise you just get to see all the crap that I watch. We are sitting at 945 subscribers, so we are 55 away. The vlog's done okay. I've got a theory that if you put Bricklink in the title, it goes better. So we're going to try that this week, okay? I'm going to come up with some kind of title involving Bricklink. I've been a bit shoddy on the shorts this week. Just so much going on. but they still continue to hit this kind of 400 mark and then peter out. Who is the most popular? Hunter is the most popular at 517 views. Yeah, there's only a couple of them gone over 500. Commander Cody's gone over 500. Hunter, and that might be it. That's the only ones that have actually gone over 500. So, not catching the world on light, but it's good fun, and I do have some more already recorded. I just need to upload them and do all the meta tags and whatnot. So, still to sort out all of this reallocation. It never ends, but I haven't got to it yet. But we are in pretty good shape. I can obviously start thinking about labeling these drawers, although because I'm adding another row in there, everything's gonna have to move up one and down one. So if you get what I mean. So then it'll be 2, then it'll be 3, then it'll be 4, move up. So there could be a little bit of jiggering around. Obviously it means I can increase the used a little bit, and to be honest, used is quite depleted. You know, those drawers were like packed to the rafters. Light blue grey is still pretty solid, but black and dark blue grey are definitely way down. So opportunity to add some more in to that lot. Other than that, that's where we're at. It's the end of the week. It's been a good one. I think sales wise it's been above average, I would say, in terms of sales per day. I haven't done March's figures yet, so maybe that'll be a next week job to run through as usual. But as you can see, we are starting to shape up. I'm considering whether or not getting another one of these shelves to go in there and everything move over just 80 mils, just to put some of these on, or whether or not I just go freestanding on the floor. Yeah, don't know. Kind of, the shelves give you more height, so I just need to figure it out, because you get six of those on a shelf. So 1, 2, 3, that would be 18, possibly 24. There's about 38 of these things hanging around, so we haven't got enough room for all of them. That is the problem that we have right now. Gonna have to figure that one out over the weekend. So that's it. Thanks for watching this week. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it's been interesting. Tried to keep it a bit more varied this week. I know we haven't done a lot on the second store, but that's very much kind of next week's task, getting all of that in the store and inventory added and things like that. So I shall see you next week. Thanks everyone.